Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today we are featuring the G.I. Joe Classified Series B.A.T. Alright, so B.A.T is an acronym, stands for Battle Android Trooper. It's a very classic G.I. Joe character, very loved by fans, and it's pretty cool that we actually have one in 6-inch scale. It comes with a very impressive amount of accessories, as you can see here, from the swappable head, the different appendages, the battle armors, hand weapon, and a backpack to hold the accessories. Incredible illustration, nice portrait of the battle damaged bat on the lower right corner. Additional illustration and artwork. And over here on the other side we have the perks and abilities. These can be deciphered on the G.I. Joe website. This is number 33 in the classified series. On the back, still the same card art that we've gotten for a while. Still really beautiful though. Okay, let's get this Battle Android Trooper out of his cardboard prison and get started. Alright, so this was a figure I didn't think I'd find in the wild. I know a lot of collectors want them and they want to army build the bats. And I happened to come across this at my local Walgreens the other night. And I was kind of really taken back because my Walgreens, their toy inventory is kind of spotty. Sometimes they'll have a lot of toys, sometimes they won't have anything. And I was really surprised to find this. Alright, so first impressions of the Bat while he's still in the tray. Wonderful figure. The detail is amazing. They do an excellent job of taking the original design and just bringing it to life with modern figure engineering. Really impressed with the amount of detail in the chest piece. I love the fact that we get a battle damaged head. Yeah, this is very true to form compared to like the original design, and I'm very excited to check this out. Let's get this backpack in focus. The backpack is nice, clean details, last sculpting. It looks like there's enough. How many compartments do we have? We have 2 compartments here. So it looks like, I'm not sure if you plug in every accessory, but we'll see in a little bit. But this is cool. It looks like very close to the original design. I love the fact that they provide an additional portrait with the character. My camera does not want to focus on this guy. Yeah, really awesome to get this. The Bat itself, wow, this is such a detailed character. The sculpting on the chest is amazing. Likewise, on the actual bodysuit, there's a lot of fine texture on it. The sculpting for the robotics look really clean and crisp. Lots of details with pistons and wires. Really well done. You have the Cobra emblem on the one sleeve. Yeah, very impressed with the sculpting on this guy. This is really top notch. Alright, so in terms of articulation, the bat's head rotates, looks down, looks up, not so much. There is an ab crunch right here, slightly above the waist, so it can lean forward. It's kind of, mine was kind of tight, about this much. Goes back, about that much. Waist swivel, it's kind of stiff on my figure. Arms rotate. They go out. There's a cut along the bicep, so there's bicep swivel. I love the way the elbow joint looks. It looks very functional. It's very robotic-like. And it's nice and tight, nice ratcheted. Hands are articulated as well. The wrists could bend in. The legs could kick out about this much. Mine doesn't want to move. It's really stiff, this weight. Yeah, my legs are really tight on this guy. Yeah, I don't want to twist the crap. I gotta take a look at this later. Mine doesn't want to bend. I think I might have stressed it out. Yeah, so just a word of advice on when you take this out, be gentle with it, because mine doesn't want to twist up. So I was actually twisting the peg, which kind of freaked me out. I'm gonna have to take a look at that later. Thigh cut, rotate at the thigh. Knees really tight also. Boot cut, boot swivel, ankle articulation. Alright, so the thing with the bat is that the bat's weapon system is very modular in design. So, for example, he comes with like his pincer claw here, so he can easily just pull out his hand and then swap in his claw. It's very much like, think of Trapjaw from Masters of the Universe. So you could give him his claw, or if you wanted to, this is really tight, man. You give him, I don't know what this is. It looks like a pulverizer or a drill bit. And then he comes with these additional accessories. Now this is what's kind of weird. So it's almost like, in some weird ways, it's almost like they're embarrassed by the original design of the bat. So then he could just cover up his chest armor. I mean, you could take his chest armor and cover up his like insides. And I know for some fans, they thought that was kind of a turnoff because it kind of detracts from the original design of the bat. Because during the 80s, you know, there were a lot of action figures. For whatever reason, toy manufacturers thought it'd be cool for us as children to see the insides of the figures, more so like robots. You know, for example, there's Roboto in Masters of the Universe. He has that clear torso, and you can see the gears. Likewise, the bat kind of had, it wasn't necessarily the same thing, but, you know, his insides were kind of revealed. So it's kind of weird that, you know, they'd give us this to cover it up. It looks cool, but if you're like an old school fan, you know that this should be exposed. I've seen some customizations on like Instagram where people have made like actually a clear panel piece instead of this opaque black one. But I think it's kind of cool though. I mean, I do like the feature. It also comes with a pistol. Alright, so let's take a look at the backpack. Backpack plugs into the back. And there's storage for the additional accessories. For example, you could plug in, you know, one bit here, and since This has sockets. You can even plug in the additional weapons or appendages. So you actually have like complete storage, which is awesome. And I love that. I love the fact that he can store all of his accessories onto his body. He can even store his pistol into his holster. You know, it's a very complete package. You know, you don't have to worry about storing your accessories like in a separate baggie or whatnot. Yeah, very solid figure. All right, real quick before I forget. All right, so this is not the original Bat. This was, I believe, released post maybe 25th anniversary. It uses a much more newer G.I. Joe body. I think a lot of the fans refer to these action figures as the 4-inch line. So this was a much more modern interpretation of the original figure. And as you can see, the new design, or the new classified series, it falls very much in line with this one. You know, there's a lot going on here, a lot of similarities. It's almost like this one's its big brother, you know. Like if this guy gets picked on at school, you know, call your big brother to like save you. Again, it's cool, just like the older toys, you can store the accessories onto the backpack. Really neat. And since we're on the subject of bats, this is actually my favorite version of the Bat. This is the Bat of, I think, V5. I'm not sure if that necessarily stands for version 5. I got this in, I think it was a 5-pack or 6-pack. I think it was called like Bat Attack. And this was a much more, I guess, futuristic re-envisioning of the Bat character. I like this a lot. It actually appeared in the G.I. Joe anime, Sigma 6. I think that was, I want to say that was animated by Madhouse, I think. But I love this design. I think it looks wild. You know, this reminds me so much of like the battle droids from like Star Wars. Really cool. Alright, so if I had to rate this figure, for me it's an easy 10. The only thing that's kind of freaking me out is this leg here. I'm not sure if I messed up the peg, because when I was rotating the leg, the peg, this was not rotating on the peg. The peg was stuck, so I got to take this apart later to make sure I didn't damage the actual peg. But just like a word of caution, I've had this issue with some of the other G.I. Joe figures. Be careful with the leg joints, because sometimes the socket at the thigh is really tight, and when you're actually when you think you're turning the leg, you're not turning the leg at all. You're actually twisting the peg. So I gotta check that out later. But despite that one flaw, this figure, for me, I think it's flawless. For me, this is an easy 10. You know, if you grew up during the 80s and you're very fond of the Bat, this will not disappoint you. It's a great army builder. The only downside is that right now it's kind of hard to find these figures in the wild. So if you wanted to army build, you know, you're gonna have a hard time if you're just going to like the store trying to find these. And you could resort, you know, to online sellers like eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, or whatever. But there might be a premium on these, you know, because this is a hot commodity right now. People want to army build, and this is a great army builder figure, especially if you're tired of this building up your Cobra troops and you actually want bats. This is awesome. Alright, so let's wrap this video up. Once again, my name is Lou. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you so much for continued likes, comments, and support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one.